Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So today's video, I want to share with you all of my Christmas or holiday eyeshadow palettes. I have accumulated some over the past couple of years and I do want to just kind of show them with you. I do want to make sure that I'm using these palettes throughout the Christmas season and that I'm creating some great looks. Maybe I'll try to do some get ready with me's during December as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. And this is in no particular order. I do apologize in advance if some of these are discontinued palettes, but I just wanted to share with you my current Christmas eyeshadow palette collection. And so this one actually came out last year. This was a favorite of mine. This is from Wet n Wild. This is the Holiday Foxtrot palette. Super, super cute. This is in the shade Nutmeg Paws, and I really loved this one last year. I also got a couple of compliments whenever I did wear this palette, which is always a plus. So this one I think is really pretty. I also thought it performed very well, and I'm also someone who is a firm believer in Wet n Wild, and when they have really great eyeshadow palettes, I do stand by them. And I really wish that they would have come out with something similar to this year. I want to say they came out with a Christmas collection, but it isn't as I guess expansive as it was last year. But anyways, I'm really happy to have this one in my collection, and I definitely want to play around with this one this year. Next up, this was also a release from last year. This is from NYX. This is the Ultimate Flamingo Frost, and this one was also really fun to play with last year. I did do a get ready with me, and I used this palette, and I used this really pretty green shade on the lid, and I really liked the way that look turned out. So really happy with this one, and I really wanted the NYX Home Alone The Battle Plan palette, but I feel like I might have missed it because now it's not in stock at Ulta. I could buy it from NYX. I think my sister might have picked it up for me, so we'll see if she did. But anyways, this one is really beautiful, and I definitely wanted to include it in today's video because it definitely has that more Christmassy theme to it. One of my absolute favorites is this one from ColourPop. This is the ColourPop and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. They had released this collection initially in 2020, and silly me decided to skip over it, and I regretted it ever since. Well, last year in 2023, ColourPop did re-release some of the items from the collection, one of those items being the eyeshadow palette. It's so freaking cute. I absolutely love watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer every single year, and the color story is also very beautiful. This is the really great ColourPop eyeshadow formula that I love, and I cannot wait to dip my toes into this one. I also love that they have Rudolph and Clarice here on the mirror. I felt like that was a really nice touch also. So wanted to shout this one out because, again, I want to make sure that I'm getting use out of this, and it is just super Christmassy. Then we have the Odin's Eye. This is the Merry Christmas palette. This palette makes me so happy. Not only does the outer packaging just scream Christmas to me, but also the color story is very festive as well. I think it is very Christmassy. I love the greens, the red that you get in here. I love the deeper red as well. And I actually did wear this one on Christmas Day last year, and I loved the look that I came up with. So I was so happy to get my hands on this one. I really want the Christmas Eve palette, so I'll definitely have to be on the lookout for that one. But yes, this one is beautiful. This screams Christmas to me, and I certainly want to pull this one out and possibly even wear it on Christmas Day because it's literally the Merry Christmas palette. Another one from Odin's Eye is the Snow Dream palette. This one did come out last year, and it's super cute. I mean, look at the snowman on the outer packaging. So adorable. And this one is definitely more of a kind of pastel vibe to a Christmas palette. It's still very nice and cozy, but it looks more wintry, if that makes sense, with the pastels in here, with the lighter colors. I still feel like you can get some depth within this palette, but it's certainly more wintry. Like I look at this palette and I think winter. And so this one is a different twist on Christmas for sure, but because of the snowman on the outer packaging, I had to consider it and count it as a Christmas palette, and I was so happy to purchase this last year. Taking it back years ago, I think this was either in 2020 or 2021, and that is the BH Cosmetics. This is the Miss Claus Santa's Daughter is Here to Slay, and this is the Lit List palette. It is absolutely huge. This palette is gorgeous though. I feel like I use and create a look with this palette every single year. I love the variety that you get in here. I love the blues, the reds, the greens, the golds, especially the golds, for creating a really beautiful, just kind of festive holiday party type of look. And this is just beautiful. This makes me a little bit sad though, because I miss BH Cosmetics so much. I really wish that they would come back. I know that Makeup Revolution, I believe, bought them out, and I wish that they would just come out with more products and use that BH Cosmetics formula, but they have been very quiet for a long time. So I have this palette definitely to remind me about the times when BH Cosmetics was just doing so many amazing things, and when their eyeshadow was just absolutely amazing. So really excited to pull this one back out. This is another oldie for sure. Makeup Revolution has a sister brand called I Heart Revolution, and they did collaborate with e.l.f. a few years ago. I want to say this was the same year possibly as the BH Cosmetics the Lit List palette, and this is the I'm a Cotton-Headed Ninny Muggins palette, which is so freaking cute. It's so adorable. This is not the greatest formula. I certainly got it more for the e.l.f. fan in me, but this one is still really cute. I keep it around because, again, it makes me happy. I love Christmas so much, and e.l.f. is seriously one of my favorite Christmas movies to watch every single year. So this one, while I'm not sure if I'll actually play around with it, it's just super fun to have and cute to have in my collection. The mirror has the e.l.f. on it, and then it says, "Does someone need a hug?" which is just really cute. So wanted to mention that one. Another palette that's a little bit older. This, well, maybe not. Did this come out last year? This actually may have come out just last year. Or maybe it was 2022. I think it might have been 2022. But the Makeup Revolution and the Grinch palette. I love this one. This is super cute. The Grinch is one of my husband's favorite Christmas movies. The cartoon Grinch, not the Jim Carrey version, but this is a very green, festive palette, and it actually performed pretty well the time that I did try this one out. I want to say I maybe only used it once, so it's definitely something that I need to pull back in and just give it some love and use it during this season. But of course, the Grinch palette I have to be sure to use, and again, it's just super fun to have in my collection. Love the Grinch. Okay, then we have one of my favorite palettes from last year. This is seriously such a stunning palette, and it gives me cozy vibes. That is the Simply Posh Cosmetics Cozy Cabin eyeshadow palette. Super beautiful. Just the outer packaging, it looks like you're just walking and you see someone's Christmas tree in their window that's beautifully lit. It's definitely like snowing in the background. I mean, it's beautiful. And then the color story is beautiful as well. It's so stunning. Simply Posh Cosmetics, their shimmer shades are out of this world. They're so beautiful. And I was so impressed with this palette last year. I was pleasantly surprised with how well the mattes blended. Just so many great things to say about this formula, but also this color story is just phenomenal. So beautiful, cozy, Christmassy holiday palettes to play around with, and it's just such a good one for sure. And then this year, ColourPop did come out with a holiday collection as well. They came out with the Frosty the Snowman collection, basically, and this is the palette. So this is the Frosty the Snowman eyeshadow palette. Super cute. Another holiday special that I watch every single year. I watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then I watch Frosty the Snowman. I love the back as well, how it has him with the kids and the snowflakes. It's just so cute. And then here is the beautiful frosty and wintry color story. Super, super pretty. I actually did a get ready with me using this palette. I would love to try and do another get ready with me using this palette, but we'll see what I get around to doing. But it's so, so cute. I definitely will pull this out more like in my free time and like my personal life, but as far as filming it, we shall see. I'm not sure if I'll get around to that, but this is just super cute. And I love when ColourPop does these really festive collections because it just makes me that much more excited for the holiday season. And then I have two kind of honorable mentions because while these were in my November eyeshadow palette basket and my fall eyeshadow palette basket, I do have two palettes from Too Faced that are very old, but I still love and hold near and dear to my heart. And the first one was from 2018, and it's the Gingerbread Spice palette. Do you remember how obsessed I used to be with these palettes? If you have been here with me with my channel for that long, please comment below. Please leave like a Christmas tree emoji or something in the comments, because if you have been around since my obsession with these Too Faced gingerbread palettes, wow, we go way back, and I really appreciate you being here. But the Too Faced gingerbread palette, oh my gosh, this is such a throwback. I actually just used this the other day. I know that this is old. I know that this is well over expired, but you know what? I still use it. I didn't experience any issues when using this. The mattes still perform really well. The shimmers are definitely on the older side, but wow, this is just such a gem. And because it's a gingerbread theme, I can definitely still see myself playing around with this one this month. So I might get some more uses out of this one. I don't know if I will ever retire this, to be honest. I know that this is literally 6 years old, but it's just so special. It really is. And another special one to me is the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette. So another honorable mention, this one came out in 2019, and this palette was probably my favorite out of the palettes that they came out with. This one was just so warm and toasty and spicy. I love all of the spiciness within this palette. I love warm tones so much, and this one was just a favorite of mine. So while this one is 5 years old, I still play with this one from time to time, and I still have such a great time using this one too. So I wanted to kind of do an honorable mention for those two because they are very old, and I caution you when using older palettes, but from my experience, it still performs okay. I don't notice any type of like staining on my eyes or eye irritations or things like that. And it's not like I'm using this palette every day. I'm using it every, like, I don't know, so often, you know what I mean? And not even that, honestly, less than that. But yes, I love my little gingerbread palettes, and I will never get rid of them. Even whenever they long since expire from now, I'm still going to probably house them for like memories. But anyways, those were all of my Christmas / holiday eyeshadow palettes. If any of these are still available, I mean, obviously probably the ColourPop and Frosty palette, but I will be honest with you, I don't know if any of these other palettes are still available. If they are though, I will try and link them down below. If they have an asterisk, that means that they're affiliated. So just keep that in mind. If you shop through those links, I do receive a small commission. I do thank you for supporting me and my channel. However, there's no pressure. I just want to let you know. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and let me know, do you have any of these palettes? I would love to hear from you. Do you still do you still use some of those older palettes like the gingerbread palettes from Too Faced? I would love to hear from you. And again, if you've been around for that long, please leave a Christmas tree emoji because, wow, I would love to know if you've been around that whole time. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my YouTube channel family here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye.